Hey there, Bourbon Street Joe here, back again. So it's going to be another 24-hour Tuesday. I know the last one I did was the 2 for 24-hour Tuesday, and I haven't released anything since then, but it's been a busy week. Anyway, I've had some recent correspondence with Charon the Ferryman over in Australia. So I thought for this 24-hour Tuesday, we would go to another hemisphere. So we're going to Australia. But not where you think. Because we're not going PR1M, CR1M. We're going to the civilian rations. And we're also not going to the backcountry cuisine. Instead, we're doing a camper's pantry ration pack. Menu option number 1. Oats with honey and raisins, beef teriyaki, lamb casserole, banana bites, apple wedges. As you can see, all the deets are on there, the weights. Packed by date, October 22nd, or October 2022, pardon me. Best before May 2024, I'm assuming. This is by the cargo shop, and there's their address right there, and there's the email address right there. And if we can get this to sit on here, if we can easily or not, no, it's probably not gonna work very well. You know what? We'll just do it the other way. So we got a Zipsy at the top. We have our lamb casserole, our oats with honey and raisins, our beef teriyaki, freeze-dried banana bites, bit of advertising for the core shop. Obviously some of the brands they carry, that sort of thing. We have some freeze-dried apple wedges infused with blackcurrant. And we actually got a spoon. And we have a great instability here, so let's stay. 624 grams. And we have a desk and pack. And a bag. But anyway, that's going to be 1 pound 6 ounces. So obviously we have our do not eats and our treats. And our breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And our 2 snacks. Obviously we'll go doesn't really matter. You know what? I want to do lamb for dinner. So we'll do lamb with. We'll go that way. That seems pretty good. Pan up a bit here. Yeah, so we'll get this done. Or it says serve with a sprinkle of freeze-dried banana. So apparently that's. Let's go with that. There's our nutritional information. 300 mils of boiling water, which I have in my thermos here. Here's our nutritional information. Serves to 200 grams. So if it's 200 grams and you had 300 mils, that becomes 500 grams of... Good Lord, it's like the friggin' Norwegian muesli all over again. And there's just some details about the company. your information, instant oats, milk powder, honey, raisins. So yeah, let's get this. We get that done up, and then we'll move on to the other two. Be right back. Okay, so we've gone and prepped everything just because 10 minutes, 10 minutes, and 10 minutes, and I'm not waiting around for half an hour. It's like 32 degrees outside. There's no ventilation in the studio, and I'm sweating like crazy. So, and this is all hot food, so good planning. Anyway, so we got our camper's pantry. This is the oats, honey with raisins, served with a sprinkle of freeze-dried bananas. So it was 100 grams. I thought it was 200 grams. 300 mils of boiling water. Or maybe one serving is 100 grams. Anyway, so like I said, there's their details, ingredients, your nutritional information, made from 100% Australian ingredients, which is important to them, it seems. Anyway, let's give this a shot. So, opening and looking in, this is going to, now that I've, oh, okay, so this is set up, this is going to be stodgy as hell. But the raisins in here are, like, that's a raisin. Like, they're huge. I mean, look at the size of that. Looks like a friggin', like an almond or something. So we'll get a bit of this out. Again, this is hot as Hades. On a nice hot day. Right. It's, like I said, pretty stodgy. Like, it looks like if you squeezed it out, it would probably retain the shape of the lump it came out in. Right. Which is fine. It smelled vaguely sweet. You could smell the oats in it. Give that a shot on its own. Okay. Try it again. There's a raisin buried in that mess. Okay. So, one of these I'll try before we pass judgment on that. Okay, so these come up out in your mouth. Nothing but 100% bananas. Here's your nutritional information on that. The Forager Food Company, which I believe was... No, this is Camper's Pantry. So they're in Tasmania. Oh, they're in Tasmania as well. These are best for 1st to the 5th, 2024. There was no oxygen absorber that I could find in anything. Let's just get that everywhere. Give that a shot with some crushed freeze-dried bananas in there. Honestly, ooh, wait, hold on. Haha. From our 24-hour twofer from our Danish ration that we didn't bother to actually use any sugar. Sprinkle a bit on there. That has no taste. Sugar. I'm just going to grab some water here. The sugar only helps slightly. There's not a hint of honey in that. Sorry about that, but it is really hot. Instant oats. Like, to me, instant oats would mean like Quaker oats, like an instant oat. That has no texture to it. It's kind of foamy. Like, not in the sense that it's actively foamy, but the fact that it, feels like almost the texture if you had the spray and seal foam, the yellow stuff that goes around doors, like that expanded foam texture. That's what that would be like. You can't tell that those are oats. The raisins are like friggin' pillows. Like they're literally, when you rehydrate them, they kind of bloat, but they're empty in the middle. There's no flavor of raisins in that whatsoever. Again, there's no sweetness from honey. The sugar barely helped. Like the bananas, I mean, yeah, they're fine, but they just kind of go to powder in your mouth. And then when they rehydrate, they're like vaguely sticky and kind of stick to your teeth. So this one, I'm kind of not sure where they were going with that, because it says add 500 mils of boiling water, which it did. But it says add boiling or cold. Now I added boiling water, and our beef teriyaki is kind of this soupy. You'll notice they're all gusseted, which is something. Considering going from 1 to 1, and honestly, the porridgey stuff had no texture whatsoever, or sorry, no taste. Adding teriyaki beef to it's really you're not gonna affect the taste of the teriyaki beef with that. So it's kind of soupy. Not bad. I mean, for thickness, that's pretty good. Yeah. So there's visible carrots. Some PR about it. There's beef. There's teriyaki sauce. Rice wine. Sesame seeds. Oyster sauce. Bringing it up to my blind eyes. So beef is 58.9%. There's ginger. There's onion. Carrots, red pepper, green pepper, onion, zucchini, celery, and water chestnuts, apparently. There's our nutritional information. 85% Australian ingredients. Camper's Pantry again. Give this a taste. And again, just smelling it from the dry, there was a sweetness to it. You could smell the beef. Yeah, give that I think it's like a beef mince. I don't think that lump has hydrated. Let's see if that's crunchy. Yep, that's crunchy. So maybe it needs a little longer. That's probably water chestnut, I would say. Yeah, that's definitely a beef mince. It's very sweet. Which I guess would be the teriyaki flavor. Should probably leave it to hydrate a little longer. I've given it the 10 minutes, but yeah. Oh no, it's pretty good. Maybe like I said, maybe a bit longer to hydrate. I'm not sure how accurate that water is. Like maybe a little. Then again, parts of it haven't rehydrated properly, so yeah, I don't know. Pardon me. 6.5, maybe 7. The oats, I would 4. Like that's probably the worst oats I've ever had out of a ration. Yeah, not really a big fan. And then our lamb, 600 mils of boiling water. So even more than the beef, and yet the lamb is quite, like, again, excuse the same bowl, but like this is just, like this is thick. Right, this is all very, very thick. Initial impressions, you could smell the lamb, that's for sure. And like big finger, I've got pictures and I'll put them in, but like big finger-sized chunks of freeze-dried something. 80%, 86% Australian ingredients, nutritional. So your lamb mix, which is 39.2% lamb, crushed tomatoes, tomato juice, onions, carrots, celery, zucchini, cooking wine, which is red wine, beef stock powder, garlic, tomato paste, Lee and Perrins or Worcester sauce, or some ginger, and macaroni pasta. Okay, that's what these big honkin' white things are. This is supposed to be macaroni pasta, yet it's not really distinguishable as macaroni, and vaguely distinguishable, I guess, as pasta. But I think it's just described as a casserole. Like it's not even classic lamb casserole with pasta and vegetables. So I guess that's where we're at. So anyway, yeah, we're going there. That's lamb. Hydration is not bad on this one, but might have been left for a little longer. Definitely a lamb mince. Vegetables are kind of lost. The pasta has no texture whatsoever. It's okay. I would give it. It's almost like a tinned. Like I know it has tomatoes and stuff in it, so it's almost got like a tinned You know, that classic Chef Boyardee kind of flavor. It's not like really pronounced, but it's there. It's kind of a weak flavor. Yeah, I'd probably prefer the beef teriyaki to it, to be honest. And I'm like a big fan of lamb. Yeah, 6, 5.5, 6, probably 6. And finally, we have our forager fruits. Dried apple wedges infused with blackcurrant. Counts as 1 serving of fruit. Apples, which are obviously sprayed with Tasmanian grown apples, Tasmanian blackcurrant juice. Best before 1st of December 2023, I would imagine. Again, Forager Foods. Those are nutritional information. And a little squidge about apple wedges. Blackcurrants. These are not as it sounds kind of weird, but not as dried as the bananas. Like, there's a bit of chew to them. They don't go to powder in your mouth, and they don't stick to your teeth. So I guess that's better. I think they actually have the skins on them too, or the peels on the apple. Yeah, they do. The apple comes through. I'm getting like no blackcurrant off that whatsoever. So that's our first taste of Camper's Pantry Ration Pack, Menu 1. I give it maybe a 5 overall. It's lighter in weight. It's better than nothing. But there's really there's just not a lot of flavor there. I don't know any other way to soften that blow. That's just, it is what it is. It's just kind of flavorless. Your beef teriyaki is going to be the best. Your lamb's average. Your oats are gross. Honestly, they're really substandard. You're not going to get any flavor out of that unless you add sugar and something else to it. It's going to be something in your belly. That's about it. I will clean this up, be right back, and we'll do a brief weigh-in, and be right back. Okay, back, cleaned up. Sorry, garbage. These I'm saving for lunch. Garbage. I just couldn't. I couldn't bring myself to save any of that, honestly, other than the apple bits. It's just not worth it to me. They're not that good, and I did throw that away, and it came out as a foamy pillow of not goodness. About 125 grams worth of garbage, which is about 4.5 ounces, give or take. I'll keep the spoon. That seems to be about the biggest takeaway. Other than, yeah, sometimes they're just not cracked up to, not all they're cracked up to be, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I haven't heard much about them. The cuisine ones, I guess there was a bit of extra garbage as well, but yeah, whatever. Yeah, the Outback cuisine ones, like I've heard fairly good things about those. I have a couple kicking around. One for sure, maybe two. Try those. Or 5.2 ounces, so yeah, not much difference, but yeah, not spectacular, I can tell you that much. Anyway, it's 24-hour ration. Yeah, there's no drinks other than the freeze-dried fruit. There's no snacks. Honestly, I'm not sure what other menus are available at this point. I don't care to know what other menus are available, because if they're all going to be like that, I'd carry some hot sauce. But again, probably rather go with the military ration. That way you've got your hot sauce, you've got your salt, your cold beverage. Like there's just no beverages at all with this one, so you're having to bring that as well. Anyway, that's enough out of me. I'm still Bourbon Street Joe, and I'm out. Bye.